Big Shot is a Disney Plus original TV show made in 2021. It follows the story of a college basketball coach that got fired from his job and was relocated to coach at an elite high school for girls. Throughout the 10 episodes of season 1, I was able to spot a recurring theme in the show. The characters love saying, "If you need anything, I'm here."
You need me, I'm here.
If you need anything, I'm here. Well, if you need anything.
Thanks.
They make it a clear objective to show the importance of being there for your friends and family, and I expected nothing less from Disney. I'm sure we have all had our fair share of telling people this line: "If you need anything, I'm here. I'm just one call away. I'm here for you," or anything along those lines. And I'm sure we've also had our fair share of hearing these things from our friends. The reason why these lines are so important is because it shows our availability, our willingness to be there for them because we don't want them to be alone. I want to give a warning though. Do not say these words only to fail on being there for them. The moment you do that, not only do you lose credibility, but these words lose its power even when it's said by other people. It becomes this moment where, "Oh, I've heard that before. Everyone says that, but they're never really there for you." And it could be very damaging for the person, finally being ready to open up, only to realize that the person they thought they could talk to wasn't there for them. So please don't say these things half-heartedly. You have to be willing to excuse yourself from the meetings. You have to be willing to stay up until 3 a.m. You have to actually be there if you say this. The reason why these phrases are so powerful is because it builds a culture of support and understanding. You are building a supportive culture. When people see that you are there for them, they want to be there for others too. More people turn to you when they have problems. It just builds this environment that, hey, I'm here if anyone wants to talk. I'm here if anyone needs help. I'm here if you need someone to talk to. And if you've never been in a situation where you needed someone to talk to, let me tell you that having a support system is very healthy for people. Even if you've never had to tell people your problems, the fact that you know someone is there for you when you need them, it gives you this feeling of comfort because you know that when you have to run, you're not going to run into a wall or a dead end, but you are going to end up in someone's arms. It just gives you this sense of security, and that makes a huge difference in people's lives. Now that we've made a supportive culture, it's time to understand readiness. It is very important that we wait for them to open up when they are ready. We can see in parts of the TV show where people say, "Hey, can we not talk about it?" "No, I don't want to talk about it." And the reason for this is because, newsflash, if they aren't ready to talk about it, they need time to think about it. They need time to process what just happened, time to process the things that they have just seen and heard. They don't want to talk about it because it's just this giant ball of confusion right now. In these situations, we have to be patient. We have to wait for them to be ready to talk about it. If we step in and start giving advice, start giving our opinion, start telling them what to think or do, it's over. These people aren't ready to have a conversation, and if you just start yapping, it's only going to get worse. These people will go away from you, and we don't want that. We want them to stay by our side, even if there isn't any talking. We want them to know that, hey, when you're ready to talk about it, or if you ever want to talk about it, I'm here. And that's all there is to it. So I was watching one of my streamers and she said this in one of her streams.
Most people, they just want to share. They just want to talk. There is no problem to be solved. You feel me? I have this friend that I told him to. Like, I'm just like, sharing things to him. And then he's like, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. It's because you're doing this and it's because you're doing that. And I'm like, bro, I'm not asking. I'm like, I'm just sharing, I have no problem. There's like, you don't have to solve everything. People just want ears.
What we can see from this clip is that not every problem needs to have a solution. People just want to talk. Let them talk. Let them rant. When people open up or seek assistance, it's because they trust you and you don't want to ruin that trust. Less talk, less mistakes. So if you just listen, there's no way you can ruin that moment. What we need to understand is that it's very hard to open up to people. I've been there. What will they think about me if I tell them about this? I'm ashamed, I'm embarrassed about it, and I don't want to ruin that image that I have. And I'm sure this is the main reason for most people which stops them from opening up. It's fear. Fear of people judging them. And that's why patience plays a huge role here. They will open up when they are ready to talk about it. They will open up when they feel that they can trust you. They will open up when they are sure that you won't look at them in a bad way. So just wait for them. Worry about making yourself available when the time comes. It's okay to ask for help, guys. Opening up to people, asking for help, these things aren't a sign of weakness. You can take all the time you need. Don't let anyone pressure you into these kinds of things. It is healthy to talk about your problems. It doesn't have to be solved, but talking about it is helpful. I encourage you to talk about it. It may seem pointless because nothing happens. It may seem like you're ruining the mood by sharing your problems, but it's not. If anything, it creates this environment where people feel comfortable in seeking assistance. When you open up, it encourages everyone else around you to just open up as well. Then the whole group starts crying and starts apologizing and stuff. And hey, that's perfectly fine, you know? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And the number one example that I can think of is when we are out on our school retreat or recollection, whatever you guys would call it in your school. And usually on the last day, the one in charge tells the students this inspiring message about forgiving people, apologizing, and all that stuff. You know, I for sure cried a lot during my school retreat. And I want to encourage everyone to have open communication. There is value in checking in on your friends and family. I made this video called Depression is Silent, and I made it in hopes of inspiring people to check in on their friends. Not everyone will open up, but that simple check-up on your friends. Hey, it's been a while. How are things? I haven't heard from you for a while. I hope everything is okay with you. I hope everything is great. Is everything alright? Stuff like that. This simple act of checking in on your friends makes a huge difference because you actually show people that you care. It lets them know that someone is thinking about them. And the phrase, if you need anything, I'm here, promotes healthy communication. Big Shot is an amazing TV show and I highly recommend you guys to watch it. It's a sweet story of friendship, a story of a father trying his best to be there for his daughter, and a story of a cold, hard-headed person learning to make meaningful connections with people. They have succeeded in making the coach human. He was able to make connections with his team, and most importantly, with his daughter. And I loved every single episode of season 1. In the end, it's not just about saying, if you need anything, I'm here, but showing the patience and understanding that comes with those words. We've learned from Big Shot and real life experiences that sometimes it's not about solving problems right away. It's about creating a space where people feel safe to open up when they are ready. And as we deal with our relationships, let's remember the power of patience. Let's be the kind of support system that doesn't rush to fix everything, but patiently waits for the right moment. It's about nurturing trust and understanding that everyone has their own timing, everyone has their own pace. So the next time you offer a helping hand, remember, it's not just about the immediate solution that you provide. It's about the assurance that you're there when they need you. If you need anything, I'm here. And remember, live to inspire, live to make a difference, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.